This the Prince of the Nightlife, DJ Melly Mel. Now tuned into the biggest Chanel, Simone, April B, Fluhead, Grillhead podcast. Are you dumb? NYC, the ATL. Yeah, Brooklyn, what up?
Yo, what's good, everyone? You already know the vibe. It is your favorite Brooklyn baddie, Chanel, Simone.
And your favorite media maven, April B. And we are the Fluhead, Grillhead podcast, where worlds collide, no matter where you reside. Ew. All right, y'all. And today...
Where you say you were from? I ain't hear you when you say you were from.
I'm from Brooklyn, too.
Oh,
but the tagline is
so
Brooklyn.
that's why we say your two favorite Brooklyn baddies.
Fact.
But that was her original tagline. My original tagline was your favorite media maven.
Okay.
So, but we both from Brooklyn, so.
Okay, then Brooklyn in the house.
Period.
Yeah, you already know.
Shout
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
And I must say, we have now, I know you're going to look crazy when I say this, but you got to understand, Scotty, like, as two Brooklyn girls, we've been living here a long time.
Yeah, we got both an apple and a peach. That's talking about we've been living here.
15 years plus.
Yeah.
So all y'all ATLians talking about that's why we got traffic because we got New Yorkers.
We been here when back roads was back roads, okay?
Okay. So I must say ATL staple.
Yes.
Atlanta legend.
Yes.
If you ever thought about Grillz, you like, ooh, I want to go to Scotty.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's dope.
Like, you got to say, yo, we got
Scotty ATL
building.
Hey.
Yeah, so we got applause and everything. Period.
I like it.
Well, welcome to the show.
I appreciate y'all for real. Y'all been rolling out the red carpet so far. You know what I'm saying? Got a little drinky drink.
Period. Shout out to our liquor sponsor, Bombay Vodka. Another satisfied customer.
Yes.
Okay, so before we get into all the questions and stuff, we are going to play a game. This is our infamous game called First Class versus Coach. So right there, we have a big bowl full of nothing really in there, y'all. It's literally like 4 things in there. But what we do is you pick a topic out of there.
Okay.
It's going to give you 2 options. You tell us which option is first class if you messing with it.
Okay.
Which option is coach if you're not messing with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But if you can't decide, you have to
take a little sip of what you call it?
Shot.
A drinky drink.
A little drinky drink. Yes.
This is like a big one right here. Do I need to put that back?
No. Really, you gonna answer
all of them.
But you just
That's the real catch.
That's the real catch.
Okay, you ready?
Okay,
we ready.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Behind the scenes versus on the stage.
Okay, so me and Chanel, like we've been, like she said, you're an ATL staple, you're an ATL legend or whatever, but you are one of the most like out the way people that is so known. Like it's nothing.
April, like, when you left, I literally told him that privately. Now you saying it right.
So which one do you prefer? Because as Grillz, like you're really behind the scenes, like but you're also an artist, so you're on the stage. So which one do you prefer, behind the scenes or on the stage?
Behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
But when you on stage, it's like you feel that. Is it like a momentum? Like, okay, we out of here. We perform. We done.
Nah, it's not like that. I feel like I could do both, but I prefer like to be behind the scenes.
Okay. Listen. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing
wrong.
If
I had to choose one.
You had to choose. All right, so first class is
okay, behind the scenes, coaches on the stage.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay. Boom.
What's the next one?
Atlanta versus LA.
Which one is first class and which one is coach?
Okay.
Well, let's say this.
Okay.
Break it down.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
how you gonna break this down?
Okay, so you
got all kind of types. You can say food, you can say strip club,
well,
weather.
How about this? We know you have your storefronts, right? Your brick and mortar. So congratulations on having a store in LA.
In both,
Thank
you. So when we said ATL, of course, you're what they say, East Atlanta, Santa, ATL down. Okay. So we know you're gonna pick ATL, but as far as when we say in a sense of like your stores, or now like you see the vibe, like do you like your store in LA? You gotta keep it real in Atlanta. So let's talk about your storefronts.
Okay, which one first class and which one coach?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the Atlanta store is always first class because it's home.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the staple. It's the one. But the LA store is up and coming, and it's more exclusive now. Appointment only.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Which I guess you can say that could be first class too.
Okay.
But in terms of the build up, you know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta is a little further along than LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here, what about food? Atlanta or
Please, I already know what you gonna pick.
Atlanta food for sure.
Strip club.
Wait,
Atlanta.
you been to strip club in LA? Do they even have strip clubs?
They do have strip clubs in LA.
They got strip clubs in LA though.
Is it in LA or like Compton or something?
No, they got you know how like Atlanta got Cheetah, but then they also got Blue Flame.
Mm-hmm.
That's how LA kind of is. Like they got a little, they got a little, and a little. Okay.
She right.
What about the overall vibe?
Yeah.
The overall vibe? I mean, I'm from Atlanta, so Atlanta always is home, you know. But LA is like chill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
real chill, real
It's
late.
chill.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I can get more work done in LA.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
You know, see them walking their dog with a little skateboard.
I said I can move to LA.
on the time like thing, like when I'm in LA, I wake up with Atlanta, and then when Atlanta go to sleep, I'm working with LA.
Yep.
So I get like 6 more hours of work done.
Okay.
Y'all
don't even look at it like that.
A hard-working man. Okay? All right, what's next?
Okay, let's see here.
His game just rewind.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Entrepreneurship versus hustling. Entrepreneurship.
Ooh, look at the fight. Yes,
Entrepreneurship.
you could tell she was like
all day.
Entrepreneurship is first class.
Yeah.
Hustling is coach.
For sure, 100%. Because if you hustling, like, you know, it's just day to day.
Yeah.
I mean, entrepreneurship can be like that too, but at least you're building towards
more
something.
strategic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like hustling is more of like, I just got to get it for this moment. Versus like entrepreneurship is creating like a legacy for yourself and building out that lifestyle, right?
Making it a business.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got, I mean, sometimes you got to hustle.
Yeah.
That's
you got
it.
to, though.
Yeah, but sometimes the hustling be crazy. Like, yo, why you selling me knives? Like, like
What?
Where did you get this 50
What's the name from?
What was the knife company for?
Oh gosh, it's starting with a V. Vector.
Whatever.
Vector. Shout out to Vector. If you ain't never had an interview and got hired the same day
Nah.
at Vector, you ain't never lived, okay?
I might did work.
That's what I'm saying. We all have.
And all that shit.
Knives, cookware, all of that. See?
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. Hustling is crazy because where did you get this 60-inch TV from? I'll sell it to you for $200. Where did you get this?
Or Mac makeup that's not from the Mac store, like, you know, like just whatever. Okay, what's next?
Okay, let me see here. Being creative versus being successful.
Now we did watch you do an interview with
Ray Daniels.
Ray Daniels.
Yeah.
So like I said, we did our homework, and when you brought that up, I never even thought about how those two could kind of definitely relate and not relate at the same time. So which one is first class? Which one is coach?
I would say that I mean, I always want to be successful for sure. You know, I like being creative too, though. But if I had to choose one, I would be successful versus being creative. You know? For sure, like, you know.
Yeah,
because
like you said something like when you started doing things to make money is when your business changed or whatever, versus, you know, like people go into the studios and artists, like you think that's what you're doing. You think, oh, I'm laying down 100 tracks a day. Yeah. This is about to change my life. But when you actually started working towards making money, that's what really changed your life.
What you focus on is what expands, you know, it's what grows. So, and that's with anything. But, you know, I've been in church before and just seen people do the same thing over and over and over again without, you know, getting results. So that's like going to the studio every day and not getting results, you know?
Right, and I think the biggest thing is some people would disagree and be like, okay, well, I worked 5 years, 3 years for this one moment, right? But at the same time, you over here like, it took you 3-5 years. And not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
In a sense of you probably made whatever you had to make and things like that. What make you decide, hey, successful people is making money every day? Is that when you think of, hey, what are some needs or wants out there that I could do to start making money?
Well, I think that, you know, when you look at the music game, don't get me wrong, you can make it by just going to the studio every day. People do blow up from just working on being creative. You can just be at the right place at the right time. But the likelihood of that is like winning the lottery. And so that's the part that most people don't talk about. Out of 1 million rappers, maybe 1 or 2 people, you know, that happen for, and they blow it to the point where you actually know who they are. So for me, it's like, man, instead of playing the lottery, I like rather focus on having sure success.
Yeah.
You know, which looks like, okay, maybe I still hit the lottery
Right.
if I'm working on my business and as an independent artist, I'm trying to focus on making money now while I'm waiting on the next big hit or whatever.
Yeah.
But even if that don't happen 3 years down the line, you still,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Was
Still
able
got
to,
that.
pay your
Exactly.
bills, like.
Do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Period.
So that was like my main thing. Like, man, as an independent, like, you know, you can still get it popping now.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Respect that.
All right. Well,
We got-
last
we got one more.
And you know, I'm really disappointed, Scotty. We ain't really cheers or take a shot yet. But,
Okay.
Let's
We can
see.
still do that though. Music versus Grillz.
Ooh.
okay, which one is first class and which one is coach?
Okay, I'll give you your shot.
Okay, yay! We'll drink to that.
I was waiting. I was like, Well, cheers to that.
Me and Chanel never turned down a drink, but
We don't.
Okay.
We don't.
You know, I'm smoking big.
yeah. But for all in all, like, how do you feel? Music versus grills, like.
I feel like, you know, music opened up the door for Grillz for me.
Okay.
I wouldn't have one without the other.
Right.
And so now they go back and forth, you know, like I'm figuring out ways to include my music and my grills in the same. You know, I just dropped a record recently with Paul Wall and Pimp C called Show You Grill.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I just did my own tour where we went on tour and we sold grills and I did my music as well. So I'm finding ways to like
Merge
blend
the
the
two.
two.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't necessarily have to choose.
You know how popping that is?
Right,
A
like
tour grill. Wait.
a tour for his music where he sold grills,
Yeah.
like,
And then a tour for his grills where he sells music.
Yeah.
light bulb.
Just beautiful. Light bulb.
No, congratulations. That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, Scotty, you survived first
Yes.
class versus coach.
Yes, you did. So here, all that go back up in there.
Okay,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. So Flew Here, Grew Here is all about us talking about where we come from, where we grew up, how that changed us or made us who we are today. We know your name is Scotty ATL, so tell us a little bit about growing up in Atlanta for you.
Growing up in Atlanta, I grew up on the east side, Latonia.
Okay, east side, even though I'm from the north side, but
That's why
I used to be in the east side all the time.
That's why I
For
said
real?
East.
For real.
That's why I said East Atlanta Center.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got, you know, the east, you know, this is a big debatable thing.
Okay,
right?
what
So,
now?
You know, you got the east side and you got East Atlanta. So that's different. Feel me?
Okay.
For those who don't know, you know, East Atlanta, Kirkwood.
Okay.
You know, this
Okay.
is Metro Atlanta.
Look at me.
This is
I know that.
Okay, well now we know. No,
So
so
then
he
you
from
got-
the east side.
From the east
Stone
side,
Mountain,
Latonia, Decatur,
Okay.
Stone
Stone
Mountain,
Mountain. Oh.
all that, you feel me? So,
Must-
I'm from the east side, Latonia to be exact. I grew up on Marble Road. I grew up in a single parent home.
Okay.
Me and my mom. I played basketball at Lucia Sanders.
Okay.
In downtown.
You look like, yeah, you
Latonia.
talk. I know
Okay, he was all up and through the east side. Okay.
You funny. So yeah, man, I hoop, I played ball, I did music, you know what I'm saying? By the time I got in school, and I was known on the east side growing up. You know, just before the internet and all that, you know, I was just known in the city.
Oh, so you been that dude. Period. So
You
what
know?
you was what you was known for?
Right?
I just always been a cool nigga. I was in the streets, you know what I mean? For
Oh,
a minute.
okay. Oh.
But even before that, when I played ball, you know, before that, you know, just being a cat, just in school, just
Okay.
I knew everybody. Everybody knew me.
Okay.
What's the biggest lesson Atlanta's taught you that you take throughout like your business?
You gotta hustle. You know, everybody's doing the same thing in Atlanta, so a lot of people feel like if you come to Atlanta, it's easier. And so in my mind, I always feel like it's harder. You know, because it's so much more competition.
Right.
You know, like if I was in Omaha and I was the only nigga rapping in Omaha, shit, I'd be done blowed up easily.
Yeah.
That's how I view it, you know.
Yeah.
But in Atlanta, in order for you to stand out, it's so many people doing the same thing. Whether you rapping, producing, whatever, podcasts, like shit, people doing this everywhere. So you got to find a way to stand out even more because
Right.
of the competition.
Right. Feel you. That's real. It make you not even want to start your business because it's like, well, everybody doing it.
Yeah.
But you get that pep talk. Well, who's doing it like you? Everybody.
Nobody. Nobody.
Well, nobody for the Fluid
Fluid
Podcast.
That's
Stop
it.
playing. All right. So we have to ask you, how did you decide that Grillz was the business for you? Now, like I said, we did our research, did a little backstory of how it happened with, pretty much it was like somebody gave you the opportunity, you was like, nah, and I'm gonna go, and then you met somebody at the strip club. We saw the whole rundown.
Right, okay.
Right, so I'm gonna let you say it.
Now go ahead.
So, I know you said somebody brought you the opportunity. You went to the strip club that night, right?
Right.
And somebody was a dental...
In the daytime.
In the daytime. Because
remember, that guy had lost his job. And then he came to Scotty and was like, yo, let's...
No. He didn't know Scotty went about some Grillz. So I think he just said he lost his job and he do dental work.
No.
Wait.
This guy, actually, this guy used to be on my promo team.
Okay.
My street team when I was doing my music. He was on my street team. We lost connection. And so that was my first time seeing him in a while.
Wow, okay.
And so I was like, man, what's up, real life? Where you been? What you been on to? And that's when he told me he had lost his job.
And then come to find out, hold on, let me make sure I'm getting this right. Come to find out.
Can we do the time?
Hold on. I just want to make sure.
You know what? 20 minutes later.
Because I know it was a way that it was like a light bulb went off in your head.
I'm with you.
Well, because remember they met up and then he took him to the grill shop with the other guy and Scotty was like, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But then Scotty left and met somebody and somebody was like, yo, I want a grill. And he was like, let's go do it right now. And he went back to the shop.
Because he did something in dental work.
Who, my man?
Yes.
My man was a dental assistant.
That's what I was trying to say.
We said that, Fred, and we was like, he lost his job.
At the dental.
Yeah.
I thought he lost it somewhere else. I'm like, no,
he was a dental assistant, lost his job, and that's where him
Okay,
Scotty.
so my question that I wanted to ask you. Well, clearly, if you watched the interview, shout out to Red Elms, that light bulb instantly went off in your head.
Right.
So if you never met up with him, or if you never saw him at the strip club, do you think you'll still be doing Grillz like today?
You know, that's a good question. I feel like maybe it was fate. Maybe I would have ended up still doing it a different way. You know, that guy just, it was just like right timing. But it was actually my homeboy before that encouraged me to go to the grill shop. I was at the studio just chilling, doing some work. And he kept telling me, hey man, you should go, you should go, you should go. So it was him that really inspired me to go. I just ran into my partner like now this really just making sense.
All within the same time.
Look, when they say right place, right time, like.
And it's funny how it's all. It's not like it happened separately.
No.
It's not like his homeboy showed him 5 days later.
Or 5 years later.
Right. It all was within the same day. So I think that light bulb or that angel or God was like,
boy, get out here, Grillz.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question that I think we all want to know because obviously growing up, like everybody know, let me see your grills. We know Big Gib, we know all of that, we know Paul Wall and all of that. Doing Grillz, is there any education behind it? Like, you know how dentists have to go learn how to put on braces? Like, is there any education behind how to make a grill, how to measure somebody's mouth, like anything?
Yeah,
nah, you know what? So it's like this. It's like doing jewelry.
Okay.
In general it's more of a quiet business.
Okay.
It's not something that people just go out and just teach every day. You have to find people that's willing to let you in and to take you in where they feel like they trust you and they can teach you something that you won't run off with and leave them behind. It's not like something that people normally just teaching on it every day. You know what I mean? It's more like a thing where it's more like a silent business.
Can you see yourself like how girls, they lash techs and now they like, we traveling the country teaching how to do lashes. Like you start like the Grillz business, like traveling and teaching people how to do. That's lucrative.
Well, actually, like one of the things outside of doing our own grills, we do grills for other companies too.
Oh, okay.
So we don't really talk about that a lot.
No, like when you was at Revolt, all of a sudden Scotty doing Grillz, I'm like, then this Scotty doing. I'm like, okay, so is it free Grillz? Because I'm about to stand in line. I don't care if it's a gold tooth like my auntie in the 90s. If it's by Scotty, I want it.
I want it.
That's crazy.
Right. So when you say other companies, like what companies are getting grills? Is it for the employers?
No. I mean, we do that too, but I mean like wholesale.
Oh.
So I have
because you know,
taught
like how you go on Amazon and you be like grill. He probably do make the grills for them companies, and then they wholesale it out like that. Don't get your grills from Amazon, y'all.
That
Just
is funny.
like don't do that.
Funny.
Don't do that. But
Nah, we do that. We'll teach. I mean, I've taught several grill companies, several owners of grill companies, like how to run their business and how to do grills.
And doing it behind the scenes, get that check. That's why he chose behind the scenes. Okay. Behind the scenes really get you some money. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right. So when you were first starting out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is one of your most memorable mistakes you made?
First starting out, one of my most memorable mistakes from the beginning was just not really understanding. Like I was doing a lot of business at first through cash and cash out, not taking. Feel me? And it was one of my homeboys that came in, Deontay, who showed me like, hey, look, you need to get your business in order, do it like this, because I was hustling.
Mm-hmm. Get you that square.
Get you that LLC.
Get you that
take the taxes out, you know?
And so Deontay helped me, to get all my business in order. And that was early on, though.
Okay.
But he showed me, like,
shout out to
one
Deontay.
of the mistakes I made, yeah.
Okay. Now, what's a mistake you made with somebody's mouth? I can see you.
That's funny. You know what? I that's funny you said that. When I first started out, in just some of the learning process, in terms of like molding people, we had a lot of mistakes starting out. We had a lot of mistakes. I remember one time specifically but this wasn't a mistake. It was just something that kind of freaked me out. A lady wanted a grill and she took her teeth out.
Oh!
Yeah, and gave it to me. And so I had to mold her teeth like that, like.
Yo!
Like normally, yeah.
I couldn't do it. Yeah. I'd be like, put your teeth back in me.
I mean,
because he's gonna pull it out regardless. And once you put that mold in, you gotta.
Yo, the face he have now, I can see him because he's so chill. Oh.
No, because imagine you turn around and hold on, I'm gonna get it, and you turn back around, her teeth right there on the table.
Yeah. Did she put it in the water?
Yes.
Yeah, no cap.
Yo.
Oh my God, no, that's funny. And I can see you smiling like that too.
Yeah,
you know what?
Okay.
Because I was kind of scared of it at first,
All right. Have you had any of the after that? Or not really? That was just...
Nah, people still do that. Now I'm not afraid of it though.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't happen as often.
Oh, right.
But people do that though.
All right. Hold on, that made my last mouth. That was funny.
But we did all kind of stuff. I made people grills who may have like
overbites and stuff.
Maybe 4 teeth in their mouth. 2 on this side, 2 on this side.
Because they just want, at this point, they're not going to get it fixed. So make me look good. Just give me a grill.
But how is...
It doesn't matter. They going to make it work.
Okay.
If they got 4 teeth left, 2 of them got goals on it. You feel me? Hey.
Now we put the whole thing
they put the whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
Now.
How does
make it look like you got all the teeth. Yeah.
I thought they were saying. Okay.
That's what's wrong with America now. You see? No dental plan, but go spend their money on grills. And can't chew.
So we make it so it don't, it fit good, it's perfect. You know what I mean? But they can take it in and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, this is my last question because there's too much information for y'all. What is inside the grill that had how does it grill? Yeah, they just put it in, so what's really holding it is the little piece of teeth they got. So when they put it in, everything
if they're missing teeth, what holds the grill up?
What holds the grill up?
It's the ones on the side.
Yeah, the little two that's holding it up. Make sure these don't fall out.
Yeah.
Because that's all you got to hold this grill up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much patience I got with these people, okay?
Right. So, Scotty, one thing that, of course, we said is you are the most chillest, humblest, walking around here like what's good, every one person that we know. Right. So how do you manage to be so successful and popular without really being in the mix like that?
You know what? I really, I don't like being in the mix like that.
So how do you?
I just do the work. Mm-hmm. You know, I just do the work. I feel like it's a difference from just, you know, wanting to be seen and then actually doing the work, you know. And so I focus on that, man. When I need to be there, I'm there. You know, but I don't want to just be in people's face just for the sake of doing it for Instagram
absolutely.
And all that no more.
No,
it was a time where I felt like that was cool though, and I wanted to be everywhere. But I feel like, you know, as time has gone on, just life in general.
Don't worry about it.
You know, I wanna make sure that I'm protecting my own peace. You know, and not just exhausting myself out.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing we learned as media personalities, radio personalities. We always feel like because we're in media, we just have to be everywhere. You know, like, oh, we need our face shown. We need to do this. Like, everybody got to see us at every event. Until we realized, like, first of all, it's draining. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, it costs money to be out all the time.
Right.
And number three, we just honestly started putting in the work of what we're doing.
Right.
So now that we cut that in half, but we still in the mix, but we don't got to be on the scene like that.
Yeah.
And look.
I mean,
Scotty's
sometimes you
here.
got to.
Look at that.
Sometimes you got to be in the mix.
Yeah, sometimes you have
build
to.
that network, you know. And sometimes, you know, I go out and I network with people, and I see the benefit behind it, you know. But I think I'm just now more so like I want to go where I feel appreciated. You know what I mean? I don't really want to just be forcing myself in the room like that with people who, you know, sometimes you gotta play them games and whatever. But I want to go where I feel like people want me to be there.
Right.
And for me, that means like, you know, when I pull up, do we got some parking?
No.
Yeah,
Hold on,
you make sure we straight at the door. That's what
I will leave if there is no parking. I will leave. I'm not playing.
Yeah, April was supposed to meet me somewhere. After 20 minutes, she was going.
I said, I'm going. I'm too old to still be finding parking at this point, okay?
Yeah, man, but it does something too in terms of it shows you how people
value you.
Yeah. If you can't make sure I'm straight, you know, outside from just getting from the parking lot to the door, maybe you really didn't need me to be there that bad. And that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because sometimes people just want you. They just want you to come.
Yeah.
They want to use your name.
You're right.
Straight, man.
And you know, he called him, hey, where the parking? Oh, I mean, bro, just park around the corner.
I will. I just won't be coming back. I'm going to park around a couple corners on the way back to my house. Like,
we ain't doing that one. Sorry.
All right, so Scotty, now a lot of people do know you for Grillz, obviously, but you have been killing the music game. Like, you have been working with some of the biggest names. You just said Paul Wall, Pimp C, CeeLo, Big Crit, one of my faves. So tell me, how does it feel to be able to work with such huge legends in the game? Like,
it feel good. It's, you know, sometimes I really don't even think about it that much. You know, until we like have these type of interviews and we talking. I'm just working, you know, so these guys become like peers, you know, and people that I'm around that I just have dreams and aspirations of working with, and it just work out.
Right. But do you ever feel like it's a struggle with the fact that people might know you more for your Grillz than music?
Nah, I think like earlier on, I used to feel like that, like, man, you know, people forgot that I did music, you know, but I think now I'm just content with
either one.
Yeah, it don't even matter.
You can know me for whatever one.
Yeah, you know, cause I just feel more comfortable just about myself and my life in general. It's like, man, it don't even matter what I done did. You know, but it matters in the, you know, it matters. I appreciate everything, but I'm just personally like enjoying my own life. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, shit, whatever you knew me by, it's cool. I appreciate it.
Right. As long as you know me. You still
Yeah.
know me? Right.
Still ring bells.
Right. How many people come up to you a day saying, I want my Grillz done?
Every day.
If he had $1,
Every day.
he wouldn't be in this room.
Yeah, we get orders every day. We just got our tour, you know, and then we do a lot of festivals and events too.
Gotcha.
So it's like every day.
Every day.
You know.
I feel you. Is there a creative process for making Grillz different than the creative process for making music?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Making Grillz is more mechanical. You know, you got to do the same thing every time for it to come out a certain way. With music, it's just like it could just vary.
Right.
You know, it's not
Depending
about
how you feeling, moods and things
all
like that.
Yeah.
But how do the two combine in a sense of how they relate to one another with whatever you're doing? Like what you do for your Grillz could relate to your music and vice versa.
I think at the end of the day, my goal as a person is to inspire people. You know, to make people feel good about themselves. So I feel like I do that with music and with Grillz.
Gotcha.
Period. Who is somebody that you want to do a grill for that is like so like what, but like wow, like
Oprah.
I knew he was gonna say Oprah.
I thought you was gonna say Beyonce.
No, I
thought
Beyonce got Grillz already.
Okay, but she ain't got no Scotty.
No, but I'm just saying. I was just thinking about somebody that's just like, why would they have Grillz? But that would be so
What
dope.
about Michelle or Barack Obama?
Nah,
Ooh,
Oprah. There's something about Oprah getting the grill that I feel like is dope.
What is it about Oprah? Black men love Oprah.
I feel like, you know, we grew up on Oprah.
Yeah.
Our mamas watched Oprah. You know what I mean? So like, it was big for me to connect with Steve Harvey.
That was a big moment.
You know?
Yes.
But I feel like Oprah is somebody that it's like she'll understand the culture of, you know, and what I'm trying to say, and she may be able to amplify my vision to more people.
Right.
You know, by her having one.
And I'm not gonna hold you. You flying out to France to deliver Grillz? Yo. Checklist.
Yeah, that was dope.
Have you flown anywhere else to deliver Grillz? Or that was your first time flying?
Nah, I flew a lot of places to deliver Grillz.
Internationally?
Nah, not internationally.
That was the first time?
All right,
that was the first time internationally.
Now, how did you feel about that? Like, yo, France? How long you stayed there for? You think I'm finna deliver
you
some
leave
to
the
France?
same night?
No. Voila,
we That's like French fries, like French toast, like.
Right. How was that moment delivering Grillz in France?
It was dope. Being there again, like looking back on it, you know, it's different. But like in the time of like, it just you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
That's funny. He look at it like a job. And we over here like, oh my God, you delivered Grillz for
if somebody from Scotty team deliver me Grillz and it's not Scotty,
we love y'all.
Yeah. Where's Scotty? Where is Scotty?
How long did you stay though?
I stayed for about maybe like 3 days.
Okay. That's what you really need.
Yeah,
I was there for a minute. I went to a couple parties.
You got time.
He went before the bed bugs took over.
Yeah, they talking about
and
yeah, you know they got a bed bug epidemic over there now.
In what, Paris?
All over there.
We was actually in Nice.
Yeah,
right.
all over there.
For real?
Yeah, they coming. They like rats in New York now.
I ain't even hear about that. That's crazy.
Right.
Wow.
And first of all, that's a great story to even know who Issa Rae. Because Issa Rae is one of them people where, of course, we watch Insecure, so we would know, but it's not like a everyday face where you just like, oh yeah, that's Issa Rae.
But her impact into like media and like the TV industry is so crazy how she came in and took over and built her business. So anything somebody do for Issa Rae right now is like, what? You did it for Issa Rae? Like,
you know,
and she's so tapped into hip hop and the culture itself. Like, that's so dope. Like, she was like, yeah, Scotty.
You know who I want him to do do Grillz for?
Who?
What's her name? Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah.
I think you would. Ooh, you and Ellen?
She would, and she would. She not on TV no more, but
she not.
She not on TV no more.
Yeah, but I think
She's
still.
dope,
but I think that would be because you know she lit too.
Yeah.
No, Ellen is definitely lit, but she not on TV no more. So I got to think of somebody that I know besides. But can top Oprah? Like who? Like Jesus?
I was just thinking like who's a Caucasian that's Scotty?
A Caucasian?
You could do Kim K or like Taylor Swift.
Ooh, Taylor Swift. Do Taylor Swift. Kim already.
Yeah, she.
Do Taylor. Now that she with Travis Kelce too, send her Grillz.
Send her Grillz.
Send Travis one too. while you're at it.
You know how I can see one? Adele. I can see Adele.
Ooh, Adele.
I didn't think about that. I don't know enough about her like
It's okay.
No, Adele real tapped in too to the culture. You know she dating Rich Paul. Shout out to him. So.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Look, we about to get you some clientele. Tap in with my boy. Like, yo, okay, so Scotty, besides music and Grillz, is there anything that you want to do outside of those industries?
Yeah, I want to do motivational speaking.
Okay.
Oh my God, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can really see that.
What would it be in the sense of like business? I mean, I know it could be multiple topics, but what would be your niche in motivational speaking?
I want to inspire the world.
Yes,
so I'll be inspiring people.
Okay.
Teaching them that they can go from nothing to something. You know, that'll be like the premise of my message.
Right. Who would be your target audience? Like high schoolers, like young men?
18 to 25.
That's a prime age.
That's a prime age.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's one thing April and I was talking about. Like we're in our early 30s. And you know, we came up in the social media. I remember when Instagram was just on iPhone. So you know, if I knew what I knew now, baby, you know
I would have had 17 businesses.
Right. So now you see 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, like they're making money.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they mastered this whole social media thing, right? And for granted, April and I are still young, but it's like, yo, how am I still clocking in? But y'all over here on social media going like
it's
this.
9-year-olds making millions of dollars off of YouTube right
so
now.
I think that is
reviewing
a great
toys.
Right. I
Well,
think
you
that
know what though? I have a different perspective on it.
Oh, well, let's hear your perspective.
Okay. How many 9-year-olds got $1 million in business?
not a
Not a
lot.
lot.
Not a lot.
So my thought is that social media has put people like in a position where you feel like you got to do things faster than it normally take.
Right. True.
You know, because I'll read other things outside of social media and it'll be like, most people don't become a millionaire until they're like 40.
50 years old, yeah.
You know, so I think that sometimes like social media like have the best moments of the day from people day, and it could be 3 years ago, 5 years ago, the man that threw the card landed in the middle of the thing. He been using this same trick 5 years on Instagram. So when you get on there, first thing you see is that. Now you want to throw cards and make it land like he did.
But it don't.
I mean, it's just different for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just about patience.
All right,
what I mean?
right. Patient. But sometimes patience take too long.
What is
But it's
that?
all about
I just-
patience.
It is because y'all on the right path now. You know, just think about what you're doing right now at this level. You done came from Brooklyn all the way to Atlanta. And then, you know, how many people can you say have done that and they got their own podcast? They interviewing Atlanta artists.
Right. And you know, and I think that it's like at this age, we know that social media is like smoke and mirrors, but at the same time, it could discourage you so
That's what I'm
bad.
saying.
But nobody wants to post. Like, I had a couple failures, you know? Like, in my mind, I keep saying, like, oh, y'all don't post y'all failures. And it's like, well, Chanel, post yours. No, it's embarrassing.
But the more you get, see, that's what I feel about it. The more you get comfortable with that, you know, accepting, like, what you would consider a failure to somebody else is like, you know, their dream, you know, or for them to be able to have the opportunity to have that failure, you know what I'm saying? Whereas, like,
Yeah, go ahead and be a motivational
Yeah.
speaker.
I'm gonna let her have that moment.
Right,
Yeah.
so this is the last question.
Yes.
okay.
Where will the next location for Grillz by Scotty be? But let me give you my input. What I think you should have.
Okay, can he tell us first?
No, let me give him my input. Wait. I think you should have it in an area where people want this Southern culture. Because, you know, Grillz to me is like a Southern thing.
Like Brooklyn?
Yeah, of course. I think your next location should be D.C. D.C. is a vibe.
I fought with DC.
Either Charlotte, D.C., or New York. But New York is on the top of the list.
New York actually was like the location I wanted to do at first before LA.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to do New York, so I had that in my mind. But New York changed so much, you know, in terms of like buying property and
Gentrification.
yeah, it's like
Prices
a tough market
skyrocketing.
to
Yeah.
get into, you know. But I would love to do New York, and I love to do something overseas too.
That's all. And that's all I was gonna say. Internationally,
I can see that London.
He gotta go like
what is the UK?
UK.
Yeah.
Amsterdam. He need to go overseas where they with the shit.
Yeah.
And I think
where fashion and stuff is like they push the limits.
A third location overseas. Ooh, I like that.
Maybe
I say UK or Amsterdam.
I was gonna say like Greece or something. Like
I think
Mykonos or Santorini, where the money at.
But you know how many people? First of all, they said one of the #1 tourist spot in a sense of like besides the Caribbean is like London and UK because their culture is almost. I'm not gonna say similar, but they follow the same trends we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and there's so many Africans there, so many other people. Like I think if he put it there, all of them people will be flooded. So I don't know if it's London, UK. Are they, UK and London one and the same?
I mean, it's all in the
it's
all on the same continent.
Yeah, don't play with me. I got a master's.
She got a master's.
Don't play with me. I ain't studying these continents, these countries. Look, wherever y'all at, I think that's where you need to put it.
Okay, all right, big love.
Okay. All right, well, that concludes the check-in part of the Flew Here, Grew Here podcast with Scotty ATL. All right, our last segment of the day is the take-off segment where we give our guests the opportunity to shed some light and give some flowers to some people who might be up and coming in their industry. So if you want to shout anybody out that's up and coming in your industry, whether it's grills or music, that you think people should be on the lookout for, go ahead and tell us who it is.
Okay, cool. I like to shout out to the Cool Club.
The Cool Club.
That's our
Club.
That's our family. You know, specifically, one time for my boy Shy.
Okay, shout out to Shy, King Shy.
Yeah, shout out to King Shy. Also shout out to Elway, King Elway.
Okay.
And my boy Sushi.
Okay.
And Carly.
Ooh,
Sushi, Carly, Elway, and King Shy. Shout out to y'all.
I love that. The Cool Club.
Yeah. Sushi 2 Raw. That's his full name.
Sushi 2 Raw.
Okay.
Look the play on words.
Sushi 2 Raw. Gotcha. All right. Well, Scotty, that concludes this episode. Thank you so much for coming. Hold on, let me give you your applause. Yeah. Tell the people where they can follow you, where they can get the grills, if they want to feature.
Okay, for sure. Follow me, Scotty ATL, Scotty ATL, or Grillz by Scotty, Grillz with a Z, Scotty with the S. If you want to get a feature, booking ScottyATL@gmail.com.
Yeah, and y'all already know where to find me. I am Chanel Simone. Follow me on all social media platforms.
And don't forget to follow your girl. It's April B __ on all social media platforms. And make sure y'all follow the podcast, FHGH Podcast, on all social media platforms. And don't forget, we drop new episodes every Wednesday, 8 p.m. And we'll see y'all next time.
Cheers.